Today, we're diving into two of the hottest and, let's be honest, most confusing roles in the tech world, the AI engineer and the machine learning engineer. So what's the real difference? And more importantly, which one of these paths is the right one for you?
Look, if you're passionate about AI, you've probably found yourself right here, at this exact fork in the road. You know you want to build the future, but which direction do you take? It's a really big decision, one that could shape your whole career. To make that choice, first we got to get to the heart of what makes these roles different. And it really boils down to one simple but super powerful idea. Are you the person using the AI, or are you the person building the systems that make the AI possible? So on one hand, you've got the AI engineer. Think of them as expert applicators. They take these incredibly powerful, existing AI models and weave them into solutions for real-world business problems. Then you've got the machine learning engineer. They're the expert builders. They're the ones creating and maintaining the heavy-duty systems that train and deploy those models in the first place.
Here's a great way to think about it. The AI engineer wields AI like a high-tech hammer to build a house. But the ML engineer, they're the one who actually forged that hammer, making sure it's powerful, reliable, and perfectly balanced for the job. And that, right there, is a huge difference in perspective. Okay, so that's the big picture. But how does this all play out in the real world? What do these people actually do all day? And what kinds of skills do you need to have in your back pocket for each path?
An AI engineer might spend their day hooking into an API to build, say, a really smart customer service chatbot. Meanwhile, the ML engineer is deep in the engine room. They're building the data pipelines that feed the model, fine-tuning its performance, and managing all that complex infrastructure. You know, what we call MLOps, machine learning operations. It's about treating models like any other piece of critical software, making sure they can be deployed, monitored, and run reliably for millions of people. And you can see how their toolkits are totally different. The AI engineer needs to be a rock-solid software developer with a great feel for the product, always thinking about the end user. The ML engineer, on the other hand, absolutely needs that deep foundation in math and stats, plus a specialized expertise in machine learning frameworks and making systems run as efficiently as possible. This brings us to a really cool way of picturing their expertise. Think of the AI engineer's skills as horizontal. They have a wide range of software abilities that they can apply across the entire AI landscape. The ML engineer's skills? They're vertical. It's a deep, specialized dive straight down into every single layer of the machine learning stack, from abstract theory all the way to a running product.
All right, so different skills, different day-to-day, but where does it all lead? Let's talk about the job market. Let's talk about where these two paths can take you in the long run. When you look at the market, one thing just jumps right out at you. The demand for AI engineers is through the roof. And it makes perfect sense, right? Most companies aren't trying to build the next GPT-4 from scratch. They want to use the amazing models that are already out there to make their own products better. And that is exactly what an AI engineer does. But of course, there's a trade-off. There might be fewer ML engineer jobs out there, but their higher salaries tell a story. That deep, specialized knowledge is rare and incredibly valuable. And since they work on a company's core technology, their technical impact can be absolutely massive. The catch? The barrier to entry is definitely higher. It's a tougher club to get into. As your career goes on, these paths can really start to branch out. As an AI engineer, your focus on the product might lead you into roles like an AI tech lead, a solution architect, or even a product manager. But as an ML engineer, you're more likely to double down on your technical expertise, becoming a senior ML engineer, an MLOps specialist, or maybe even moving into pure research.
Okay, so we've covered the core differences, the day-to-day work, the skills, the career paths, which brings us back to the biggest question of all. Which direction is the right one for you?
So let's get real for a second. What gets you fired up? Is it the idea of collaborating with a team, moving fast, and getting a product into users' hands to solve a problem right now? If you thrive on seeing that immediate impact, that direct result of your work, the AI engineer path could be a fantastic fit. Or, are you the kind of person who is just captivated by the nuts and bolts, the person who needs to know why the model works the way it does? If you love the challenge of building bulletproof, scalable systems that are beautifully engineered, then the ML engineer path might be your calling. It's really a path for the architects of intelligence.
At the end of the day, these paths aren't set in stone. They're not mutually exclusive, and they cross over all the time. So the most important thing to take away from this isn't about picking the perfect job title on day one. It's about looking inward and figuring out what kind of problem you are truly passionate about solving. Are you about application, or are you about creation?
Ultimately, that passion is the best compass you have for finding your way in this AI revolution.